The reminder, the Arena of St. Louis on Sunday, November 16th at 8 p.m., a one-night tournament for the vacated Central States heavyweight title. In this tournament, such stars as the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, Brad Armstrong, Sam Houston, Robert Gibson of the Rock and Roll Express, Todd Champion, David Peterson, superstar Bill Dundee, Ravishing Rick Rude with Paul Jones, Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard, plus a match for the NWA World Heavyweight title as the heavyweight champion of the world, Nature Boy Ric Flair, returns to St. Louis to defend against Ricky Morton of the Rock and Roll Express. The Arena, Sunday, November 16th at 8 o'clock. Here speaking on behalf of Ricky Morton of the Rock and Roll Express, one half of the Kansas Jayhawks, Dutch Mantell.
Thank you, Tony. I'm talking to all the people in St. Louis about a match that I'm interested in very intensely. That's a match between Ricky Morton and Ric Flair for the World's Heavyweight Championship. Now, it ain't none of my business, but I'm going to talk about this, and I'm going to predict the winner. I'm going to predict Ricky Morton is going to take out Ric Flair. And why do I predict that? Well, I'm going to tell you why, Tony Schiavone. I know you're wondering about it. First of all, I'd be highly, highly mad for a guy to break my nose. And I think he's going to use that as an excuse to get back at Ric Flair. Plus, he's mad at the Four Horsemen, and he can't take on all four of them at one time, so he might as well go to the head honcho and take him on. Now, he's got something Ricky Morton wants, and that's the world's heavyweight belt around his waist. And you talking about, everybody talking about Ric Flair's in great shape, and he can go an hour, and he can do this, and he can do that. Well, Ricky Morton's in great shape, too, and he can do everything that Ric Flair can do. The only thing Flair has got over Morton is experience. He has been to the well. This ain't his first time to the rodeo. But don't count Ricky Morton out because he's a young lion, he's hungry, and he wants it. So, Ricky, I'm going to tell you what, baby, I'm behind you. All the fans in St. Louis are behind you, and I hope you take that strap away from Ric Flair. Thank you, Tony.
Okay, one of the men in the tournament for the Central States heavyweight title, this man right here, Brad Armstrong.
That's right, St. Louis, Missouri, right there in the arena. You know, they're having a big tournament for the Central States title, and I've put my vie in for that Central States heavyweight title. You know, there's been a lot of people to hold that title that have gone on to bigger and better things, such as the World Championship. Now, in the past, it was Bob Brown, but I'm thinking in the future, because the future generation is where it's at, and they call them the young lions of the future. They've got Sam Houston. They got Dusty Rhodes. He's put his vie in for the championship. It's going to be 2 or 3 or 4 times you're going to have to wrestle to come out on top and be the Central States title holder. It's going to be a conditioning thing. You got to be in top condition, and the Central States title is at stake, and there in St. Louis, I'm going to take care of business.